Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther. It's the Tier 7 German SPG and we're located on the south spawn of Murovanka. And the name of the commander is Kento. Yes, we saw him last with his son playing on Pilsen in the T-3485. This time he's in the GW Panther and I'm expecting this is going to be quite an interesting battle. And the game has started. Well, most of you know the GW Panther as Dracula. The shape of the turret and the shields around the outside make it look like he's got a cape. And of course we associate the cape with Dracula. Either that or superheroes, but... Oh, knocks a tree down. Don't give away your position. Not if you can help it. Right, he's got a 15cm howitzer as his main armament. And as you know, the GW Panther has a turret of sorts, which gives it a much wider field of fire than normal German Arty. In fact, there's only one other German Arty that actually has a turret, and of course that's the Panzer Selbstverteidiger 4B. And of course he's gone into the A and looking for a target at the other end of the battlefield. Look at that wide arc of fire, field of fire. It's a very, very wide arc indeed. Now, what Kento's doing at the moment is he's looking for any sign of anybody moving. Oh, he's found an Arty straight away. You saw the tracer. He's fired a round in. I don't think that's precisely where the Arty was, but he's fired a round in. He's found one of them. Definitely found one of them. And there's another shot from the enemy. He's a little further over to the right. That's it. Just a bit further back. And he's waiting for the reload to complete before he's shooting, and he's marked his position so that he lets the other Arties on his team know where he's firing. Fires the round in, doesn't get a result. I think that Arty was right at the very back of the map. Right on the back, but he did locate him. Oh, P-43 Biz goes off explosively there. The IS-2 got him, and there's a Churchill 7. He's about to get hit by an Arty round. Oh no, he's a bit too fast. And Kento misses the opportunity there. But he's gone back to the counter battery to have a look in that little location, see if we can spot that enemy. No, we can't spot him. T-26E4. That's the Super Pershing. And beside him is an OI. We're firing in on both of them. And we hit both of them. Well, we hit the OI. Did 158 hit points of damage to him, and we did 188 to the T-26. And they're both stunned. The OI got more stunned. In fact, actually, it looks like both of them are going to get killed very quickly. And there's a Striv S1, the Tier 8 Premium Swedish Wedge, and he's in the open. What a silly thing to do. And he's just been hit. You don't sit a wedge like that in the open because you are going to get hit if you do. You're going to get spotted and then attacked. Much better to hide in a bush. And looks like that T28 HTC went down to our AMX13 F3. It's the other Arty on our team. In fact, there's two Artys on the team. The AMX13 F3 and the other one is FB304. Now we've gone back to that counter battery because we've lost sight of the rest of the enemy at the moment. So we're looking for that tracer to indicate exactly where the enemy is. And this is quite a normal position for Artys to occupy on Murovanka North Spawn. It's actually quite a silly place to go because obviously people expect you to go to that place. So if somebody looks there, they'll more than likely see a tracer if you're there, and then they'll use it. Oh! He got a nice hit there on the T-26E4. Really good hit. Lining him up for another shot. We've got 10 seconds to go. The GW Panther does have a fairly long reload. It's about 26-27 seconds if I recall. And the T-26E4 has been wiped out. Taken out by the Jackson. Now we've got some enemy tanks in the Magic Forest. KV-4 and an IS. And I think there's another tank behind them because a tree went down. Yes, it's a VK-3001P. Suddenly coming to view. Oh, we lost our A-43. He was blown up. And we fired a round in at the KV-4 and just splashed him just a little. Got some stun. We're reloading. They're both going after that IS-3. He's also been stunned. And he's receiving fire from both tanks. So we're about to fire in on the KV-4. Rounds out. Oh, lovely one. Right onto the engine bay. 143 hit points. Oh, we've lost the IS-3. He was taken out by the IS from behind. And we're now after that KV-4. Lining another shot up on him. Almost ready to shoot. And rounds out. It's going to be late. Yes, it is late. Just stuns the KV-4. He's gone behind the house, but that hasn't helped him because he was taken out by the GW Panther 2. So, the enemy is down by only one tank at the moment. Scores fairly even. But I think we have got momentum in our favour. Even though that IS is squaring off against the OI, and he has been hit by Arty. The IS has also been hit. And the OI goes down to the Hummel on the enemy team. And I think, yes, he's aiming for that Firefly now. He's got a little way south, actually. There's only the Jackson between him and us. We've dialed in on the Firefly. We get a direct hit. And the second hit went in from the AMX-13F3. Took the Firefly out of the game. Nice. So double tapping with the Arty. I don't think that Firefly will be very happy now. But it's certainly happy times for us. And there's the IS. We're lining him up for a shot. We're almost loaded. Rounds out. Direct hit. 296 hit points. And he's killed. So we picked up the stun assist. Now, need to realign our field of fire. We're going for the Arty at the back because we don't know where that Striv S1's gone to. He was in the open, but he's now moved away. And we're next to the water tower. He's probably hiding in the bushes this time round. We fired around him just in case. And nope. Okay, he's moved forward and closer to the bush. That will give him a measure of protection because it's more difficult firing over ridgeline. And there's the enemy M44 and he's out in the open. What a silly thing to do. And of course he's been spotted by us. We're loaded. Rounds out straight away and we got a kill. And he appeared just after the shell landed. I'm not sure if that was a fire or an actual detonation or killing the crew, but certainly he appeared the moment our shell had hit him, or just after our shell had hit him. So now we have a 2-tank advantage. There's 2 Artys, 2 tank destroyers on the enemy team. We've got 3 Artys, 2 tank destroyers and a medium tank. And of course our vehicles are much closer to the enemy. We're in the enemy's area, and that Rebel Arise is making his way along the edge of the map at the back. And I suspect he's going to come across one of the Arty very shortly. One of their tank destroyers is a Hellcat. The other is the Striv S1. And as far as we know, the Striv S1 is on the west side of the map. We don't know where the Hellcat is. But he's not in the Magic Forest, which would tend to indicate he's also on the west side of the map. There's the Striv. He was in those bushes. And he's behind the water tower, so it's going to be a difficult shot. We'll have to splash him. And all we've done, well, it looks like the AMX got a hit on him. There's the Hellcat. He was on the west side. We're reloading. Almost ready. Come on, speed up the reload. And he's found one of the enemy Arty. We're lining up a shot on the Striv. And there's the Hellcat. Fires around in at the Hellcat. And it lands behind the Hellcat, I think. And the Striv's going in for the kill. Oh, he's been badly damaged though. And the Rebel Arise has been killed by the Striv. The Striv's moving very slowly. He may still be there. Firing around in straight away. Well, the other members of our team, the GW Panther and the FV304, are moving in on that position. We still have the Jackson. He's over on the west side of the map. He's actually clearing out the bushes on the west side, and He might come across the GW Panther. Oh, he's been killed by the Striv. The Striv did move west and found him and killed him. Now, I think that GW Panther is in grid square A1 or B2, or B1 rather. We're firing in at the last known position for the Striv and the Hellcat. No joy there. Now, of course, the FB304 is the Burt. It's the Tier 6 British SPG. And it's used to be quite a fast, nippy little thing, almost like a tank destroyer. But it's actually grown in size and weight after it's been fattened up, you might say, by wargaming. And now it's a shadow of its former self, or rather it's a big shadow. And the enemy just lost their Hellcat to our Jag Panther 2. Now, I suspect that Striv is in grid square A1. I don't think he's over there. Oh, he's actually moved over. He's now in B2. Round out. And it lands behind him, does 92 hit points of damage. And he was stunned and he was taken out immediately afterwards by the AMX-13F3. That means there is only one enemy left. It is the GW Panther on the enemy team. And he must be in grid square A1 because it's the one place that nobody's had a search in yet to find him. And I think the Jag Panther's going in to have a look. We fired a round into the corner. No joy. It's an FB304 shell coming in there. I think he's in those bushes. I'm pretty sure he's in those bushes there, just in front. Hands around going in, knocks a tree down. I think everybody thinks he's in those bushes now. They're all firing on them. Well, we'll flush him out. We'll make sure he moves because if he stays in the bushes, he's more than likely going to get hit. The Jag Panther's moving in. There he is. He was in the bushes. Rounds out. Oh, Jag Panther gets the kill before we can. But it's game over. We've won. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. And it's an ace tanker for Kento in the GW Panther, the Geschützwagen Panther. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 16. And a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by others. And if we have a look at the team score. Oh, before we do that, the win 8 was 2961. Very good standard. So let's have a look at team scores. Well, we can see on the team scores, he didn't get the high caliber. That actually went to the Striv S1 on the enemy team. He picked up 2,784 hit points of damage, but Kento came highest on his team with the Confederate. He managed to get 2,253 hit points of damage. And the Jag Panther and the AMX-13F3 did platoon together, so they picked up a brothers in arms because they managed to get 4 kills and 3 kills apiece, and they were right at the top of the table when it came to kills. I'm afraid Kento only managed to get 1 kill during that battle, but then again, that did help him to get the Confederate. And on the enemy team, we had 4 tanks that managed to get 2 kills apiece: the Striv, the Hummel, the GW Panther, and their IS. When it came to base XP, it was Kento who came top. Of course, he was playing a Tier 7 Arty in a Tier 8 game, so obviously he was hitting higher tier opponents, and that was earning him more XP every time he fired. Plus, of course, he did hit a lot of the enemy that the rest of his team then subsequently took out, so he earned stun assistance off that battle. The AMX-13F3 came second with 1030 base XP, and that again was mainly due to the fact that the AMX-13F3 is Tier 6 in a Tier 8 game. Again, he's earning extra XP for that. Then we've got the M36 Jackson, then the Jag Panther 2. So let's have a look at detail report. Well, Kento fired 22 rounds during that battle. He got 7 direct hits, 7 penetration, 9 splash. Damage of 2,253 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 10 of the enemy, only killed 1, so that was a 9 difference. He only needed 6 to get the Confederate, but he actually got 9, so that's a big difference there. And yes, he did earn a lot of stun assistance, 2,285 hit points off 15 stuns, and that's really where he ended up getting such a lot of extra XP from. He earned 55,649 credits for the battle. And after ammunition resupply, and the ammo is a little more expensive than some because it is tier 7, but 24,640 is not bad, and he took away 31,009 credits overall. He got 1 bond for the Confederate. He also picked up 1,908 XP for the battle, times 3 for the first victory, so he took away 5,724 altogether. So, pretty good round actually, and there were some good guesses during that battle, although when he was actually doing the counter battery, he didn't actually see the exact position that the Arty was in when he was firing, because he was in battle assistant mode. Now, if you're doing counter battery, I have found, and I think Zoe would agree with this, Zoe Balls, because she's an expert at this too, is that if you go to overhead view and you click on your V key, it's a lot easier to see exact position of the Arty, because you'll see the start of the tracer, and then you know, depending on which Arty it is, how far behind that tracer you actually have to place the aim to actually get a direct hit. But it does work, I promise you. If you go to overhead view, if you click G to go to overhead, and then click V to take away all the visuals altogether, so you're looking down on the battlefield with no visual help at all, then you can see the tracer much clearer. It shows up very starkly, very easy to see, and then you'll know exactly where to aim. You just click the V key to get the visuals back up again, aim at the point where you last saw it, and bang, you get yourself a kill. And Zoe's expert at doing this. She managed to get counter battery killing a counter battery medal, killing 2 Artys in 90 seconds in one battle. So she knows what she's doing, and it does work. I promise you it does work. So well done, Kento. Great battle. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this battle a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.